Hello everyone and welcome to the Lincoln University Whelan Division 1 Finals. We have St Andrews College versus Rangiora High. I am Maya Williamson and I'm here with Josh. Josh, hello. Josh Thompson.
How are you? That must
great,
have hurt saying Lincoln University.
It did hurt a lot. Yes, you're right. We have James Lissaman here with head coach Adam Morgan of St Andrews College. James, over to you.
Right, so Adam, you've got a perfect season on the line here. So undefeated. This is not only going for it's not even a 3-peat, it's also going for a 4-peat. How do you keep the team motivated to know that, that might have been other players that won it 3 years ago, but it's this team now that has to come through and try to finish off the season strong?
Yeah, I think it's none of that matters before, none of it, just we're trying to be here in the present right now. Sam puts a tough team together every year, the grittiest girls out there. It's going to be a physical game, which we really enjoy actually. It plays to both team, and it's probably the best prep we can really get for South Islands and Nationals. Again, not that we're looking too far ahead, trying to stay in the present moment, but we're really excited for this game.
That's awesome. You've had a number of games where you haven't had a full team. Are you pretty close to 100% health and availability tonight?
I think we're at about 99. One of the girls has a bit of a cough, and that's about, I think, as bad as it gets right now. So hopefully we stay healthy and keep rolling. It'll be nice to have the whole crew together.
Looking forward to the game. I'm hoping, just as a commentator, that it's an exciting finish. I'm sure you'd much rather a stress-free get through it nice and fast. Appreciate the time there. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
back to you, Maya and Josh.
Awesome. Thank you, James. That was Adam Morgan, head coach of the St Andrews College team, looking for his second chip in a row with these guys.
Yeah, and I believe this is the third time Rangiora and St Andrews have been in the final.
Absolutely.
Two really well-drilled teams, and then I think we're going to move over to Sam Watkins, the head coach of Rangiora High School.
Right, so here with Sam Watkins. So you've been here, definitely last year. This is exactly the same. Is this 3 years in a row the same matchup? What do you have to do to get over the hump this time here? Stop the perfect season, go into South Islands with all the momentum.
We've talked about what we need to do. I mean, obviously the key is stopping their big players. As a main focus is defensively for us. We're trying to limit them in the half court, make sure we're containing as well. Executing on offense if we can, but the defense is definitely the focus.
So they won the first two matchups by 45. It's quite a margin. What things have you got in place, to basically you can say, even if we're better than that and lose, it's a much better showing. But what ideas have you got that you're going to try and put into place today to try and obviously have a chance to win number one?
Well, we were terrible in the first game when we lost by 45. The second game we were a lot better, creating a lot of shots. We just couldn't score. Probably should have been maybe about a 20-25 point loss, not a 45. But we know that if we can keep doing that, and we're peaking right now, so we're in prime position to get an upset.
No, I just like different people winning and an exciting game, and we had an exciting one just before, so all the best. I hope that your preparation has gone well. Back to you, Josh and Maya.
Thank you again, James. That was Sam Watkins hunting for his first chip against the St Andrews team. Like we said, this is the third year in a row this has been in the matchup, and Rangiora have come short all 2 times previous to this. Josh, what do you think Rangiora had to do in order to adjust to try and finally get one?
I think they definitely have the skill and the talent to compete with the St Andrews teams. But the key is defensively, how well they're going to stop their big players. Lauren Whitaker, the twins, Ophelia and Rafferty, and then you throw in a Kavana Lenny and a Molly Morrow in there. It's a lot of firepower. But I think with Ashelyn Reed there with them, and Hannah Jagger, Emma Lofhagen, they have a really good team, and Abigail Prattley, they have a really good team, and they'll be well drilled. And I think the key for Rangiora is just to make shots.
Absolutely. Like Sam Watkins touched on previously, they have really struggled to score this year. I think they had 1-3 at most against St Andrews last time, and obviously St Andrews is a very high talented offensive team, so Rangiora really want to not only be on the defensive game plan, but they've got to put the ball through the hoop at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right there, Maya. Rangiora, they will compete. They're tough. They're gritty. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to put the ball in the hoop. You can defend all you want and be a very good defensive team, but if you can't put the ball in the hoop, it's a struggle.
Absolutely. Touched on it before, Josh, but stack players to watch. My key mentions would be Lauren Whitaker. and Kavana Lenny, otherwise known as Kiki. Lauren Whitaker, New Zealand rep as well as a mainland Poakai player, and then Kavana Lenny just got named in your JTF squad, didn't she, Josh?
Yeah, no, she did. She's a talent, you know, she's an athlete. We saw that a little bit on Sunday when she suited up for us. But yeah, it's a tough matchup for Rangiora. But Sam scouts this team really well. You know, he knows what they can and can't do, and try to exploit what Stack's weaknesses are, if you can find any. But it's going to be a tall task, but I think we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And just before we start, shout out to our referees today, Team Gray, Kirsty Howardson, Britton Southam, and I believe it is actually Tony Smith-Hunwick, not Richard Kenny. So trying to fix it up for you, but shout out Team Gray. Yeah,
no, they're very important. They've been great through the year here in our Whelan trophy. So tip off.
To no surprise, Lauren Whitaker wins that one. Big body.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how they combat their exploits. As you see, Molly Morrow shooting her first three. She's really developed that shot over the last year. Obviously, she's in my JTF reserve, so it's good to see her early.
Something we will see a lot of tonight. Mid-range jumpers from Lauren Whitaker starts the game off on a bang.
Yeah, I think Rangiora need to do a better job at getting a hand up there, because Lauren is a very good shooter.
Hard play to guard though. If you get too close, she's going to rip you. If not, she's going to shoot that. That's what makes her so talented. And Ophelia Powell doing what she does best, getting to the rim and getting on the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, Ophelia is a attack first mentality type player. She likes to get at the rim, draw contact. She's very good at that, and she is good at getting to the free throw line. And I think Rangiora need to do a better job at stopping the ball there, as we saw the early outlet and her getting on the rim early.
Absolutely. You don't want to give Ophelia any time and space to play make like that. She just wants to go head down and get on the rim, and she's pretty been successful at it so far. It's gotten her to be a reserve under-16 New Zealand team and earned her a spot also in the under-17 national tournament team this year.
Yeah, no, she played great at that tournament. She really was a big key for Canterbury making the final, and there's her twin sister, Rafferty, finishing at the rim.
Dynamic duo. That's read really nicely by Kiki. Really great anticipation.
Yeah, she's just showing her athleticism. And there you go again, Ophelia Powell at the rim, drawing contact early.
Again, doing what she does best, getting to the free throw line.
It'll be interesting to see what Sam does to adjust to that. You know, we had a good backdoor action, but turnovers can really hurt you in these big time games, right? Situations like this.
Absolutely, and the starting lineup for Stack, a really talented defensive lineup as well. And seeing as though these teams have matched up twice this year, coaches are already making adjustments from those previous matchups.
They're just, I think we double checking something here.
So the free throw did go in, but it's not going to count, unfortunately, I do not think. Oh, no, the basket is going to count. I am mistaken. And Rangiora will get possession, hunting out their first bucket. Just over a minute past here, and Stack have a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Rangiora just need to handle the pressure, because St Andrews will do this for 40 minutes. You know, they'll work you up the floor, so they just need to get into their sets and got to look after the ball, Maya. There's another turnover there. That's
that versatility of Lauren Whitaker. She can play, she can clamp up Panina Davidson in the paint on a Sunday, and Tuesday she comes around and she can play on the perimeter.
Good defense there from Ashlyn Reen, who obviously is another New Zealand representative last year for under-17s in the World Cup.
Absolutely. Emma Loughagen looking for a triple. All air on that one. I think there's some doors open, Josh.
Yeah, no.
Slight breeze.
It's a bit chilly in here. I can definitely feel the cold where our commentary box is.
Yes, that must be it. That must be it. We'll give you that one, Emma. Stack getting into walk up now.
Yeah, I like this pressure here from Emma Loughagen.
She will do that for 40 minutes, won't she, Josh?
Yeah, she definitely is.
Raf looking like out there with some penetration and really difficult to make that pass off 1 foot. Rangiora did a really good job there forcing her into making a decision off 1. And they get possession.
It's great defense there from Reen, just staying in front, using her length.
Rangiora really desperate to get some points on the board here. It's going to be on Lauren's first foul.
Yeah, it's a great job there of Harper McDonald attacking Lauren. You know, she kind of got her on the side of her hip, and just indicating our team in grey, just indicating Lauren, you're just riding the hip a little bit too much.
And Rangiora are officially on the board with their first free throw down. Harper can cut this lead to 2, so pretty low scoring so far here, Josh.
Yeah, I tend to the finals are normally like that, right? The nerves and everything.
Absolutely, especially in the first quarter or so. Like everyone's still getting used to it, even though this is the team's third year in a row doing this.
Yeah. No, it's always a nerve-wracking experience for players to be in these situations, especially playing on the bigger court, right?
Absolutely, and we just see there. You can't give Lauren anything for free.
No.
You can't give her any inch of space. She'll just go to work and eat them up like she did there, extending Stack's lead now out to 5.
Yeah, she's very good at using her body, her strength, and she has soft hands, so it's soft touch.
And Stack will just get something cheap in transition, rewarding their great swarming defense.
And I think Sam is wanting a timeout. He's calling it.
And Rangiora will have their first time out of the game with just over 3 minutes past.
Yeah, that drive there from Rangiora was good from Hannah Jagger. Just, Molly has got a lot of length, so she's able to block the shot, and then blocking shots turns into an easy bucket there for Ophelia.
Absolutely, and Stack are going to capitalise on that. As soon as they see any opportunity to just run, they will. And I mean, you're not going to turn down cheap points here, and it's got them to an 8-1 lead. Rangiora, obviously, like we spoke about before the game, struggling to score. It's been 3 minutes, and their only points come from a free throw. Yeah,
I think Stack's doing a good job at staying in front. Even when they do get beat, they have a lot of length and a lot of athleticism that can be, your bad mistakes can be hidden by those types of things. So they do a good job of that.
I mean, Stack are a super classy team. They were second in the country last year and looking to go again, but for the chip. So they will definitely be one of the top teams in the country, I believe, at secondary school nationals this year. So it's
for
straight
sure.
class.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. A couple of weeks ago, I think they did an Auckland tour, played Westlake girls, beat the
Auckland Dream.
Auckland Dream, who won the D League.
Absolutely.
In the weekend.
That's just phenomenal. Like they've got low-end Tauihi players in there, as well as some high-level WNBL players, and they beat them by 9.
Yeah, that's impressive. So this Stack team has kind of been through it for the last 2 years, making the final last year. As we see Neve Chamberlain checking in for Rafferty Powell.
Another great addition to the St Andrews College team this year, coming from Burnside High. Nice little wedge action there for Ashlyn, but just can't get that one to go, unfortunately.
He was kind of bothered by the length, I think, there. Kiki came across. It was a great rub screen there, though, to get her open.
That's the kind of looks you want, right, for your best scorer.
As we see Lenny there missing the 3. Great rebound from Chamberlain.
I feel like that's the 4th O-board I've seen from this Stack side already. Oh, goodness, I've never seen that play before.
Little Falcon, Abigail Prattley took one in the nose, and Lauren Whitaker said, I'll assist it to myself.
Appreciate that. Nice find there to Kiki. She's going to force that one up.
Great block there from Hannah Jagan there, I believe.
I'm just having a look at these O-boards from St Andrews College. Yeah, so 5 O-boards already.
Yeah.
Just over 4 minutes have passed. 5 O-boards.
Yeah, that's always tough, those things. As we've seen in the Tauihi League, right? With our team, O-boards on Sunday were
killers for us. As we see, Charlotte Seddon and Alice Sharp have now checked into the ball game as well. Molly Morrow and Kiki will take a break.
Great hustle there from Ophelia Powell to knock the ball out of, I believe that's Latham's hands. Cara Latham checked in for Rangiora. She's a North Canterbury rep, I believe.
Yeah, she's been a really key part of this Rangiora team this year.
Yeah.
A couple of top scoring games, I believe.
Yeah, no, she's been good. She's good at attacking the hoop, and as we see, Lauren Whitaker with the 3.
Lauren Whitaker already hunting out that MVP award. She is just a class act. She's a level above this high school league.
Yeah.
As we saw her performance on Sunday against the Northern Kahu in the Poakai game.
As we see Latham there, nice easy layup, and then Rangiora get their first field goal of the game.
So still a 10-point deficit with 5 and some change left to go in this quarter, but good to see they're getting some kind of looks, and Lauren Whitaker just answers right back.
Yeah, they need to do something with that high-low action. I think Ashland's there fronting, but we need some weak side help, right?
Absolutely. There's no way you can guard Lauren Whitaker one-on-one.
Tough there from... Tough find there from Emma Lofhagen, just trying a little bit too hard to throw through traffic, and
I believe that's 4 turnovers now from Rangiora, so wanting to minimalise those, especially because they're already struggling to score. You don't want to give away any possessions.
Little action to get Ashlyn Reen on the wing.
And they did a really good job just swarming her in there. She had nowhere to go.
It's a great find from Ashlyn, though. The lawyer there, just missing the open 3.
It's difficult, right, when you got Neve and Lauren Whitaker doubling you inside. Like, you've got no option in that case. No,
you kind of have to pass it out, and then, as we see, we've already talked about Ophelia Powell just getting to the free throw line. She's very good at just finding her way to the free throw line.
Third trip in 5 minutes. It's impressive as well because she's not huge.
No,
she's not a tall girl.
Big. She's quite strong physically.
She is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe Rafferty played a bit of rugby this year too.
Yeah, Raf is perfect for rugby. Couldn't play in that Checkers team on a Saturday anymore because she's too busy ripping it up on the field.
Yeah. I believe she's just subbing in for her sister.
You can't tell them apart. Rafferty is 5 and Ophelia is 4.
Yeah, well, one's wearing a skins top because it is quite chilly, and the other one's just in a singlet.
It's a perfect way to tell them apart.
Yeah, great pressure there.
Yep, so this pressure from Stack so far has just been unbearable for Rangiora, and it's creating really easy positions like that for their main scorers.
So Lauren Whitaker up to 13 already, 6 for 7 from the field.
There's not really much you can do. Like, there's not much of an answer, and again, Rangiora just turned the ball over out of silly mistakes, which gives Stack an opportunity to go again and get free positions. Great kick out.
Neve Chamberlain there. Believe formerly of Burnside High.
Rangiora looking to go and trans, their favourite kind of offence.
It's a great take. For Rangiora to stay in this game, Ashlyn Breen needs to be shooting 20 free throws.
Absolutely. She's the key point to their offence, right? Like,
for sure.
She's got so much firepower and she's so talented, but again, Stack have done a really good job at adjusting to what she's good at and taking away her driving lanes, doubling her in the paint. Doesn't allow her to get anything easy or go back to what she can normally do in this high school comp.
Yeah, no. She's a talent for sure. You know, she had her over in Taiwan with us, and she was a competitor. You know, averaged, I think, 17 points a game.
It's not bad, is it?
So it's not bad playing in, international tournament where she has international experience, right? Playing for the World Cup last year for under 17s. So
gets 2 from the tradie stripe to go. 14-point deficit still here for Rangiora. Only 5 points in over 6 minutes of play. So they really want to get some buckets on the board to try and chip at this lead.
Charlotte sitting there in the corner for 3.
Very willing 3-point shooter.
One of her strengths. And I believe this is Prattley.
Just not a lot of organisation here from this Rangiora side. Really nice little flash across from the corner and nice left-hand finish too. Yeah,
that's I believe that's Hannah Lawyer there with the tough left-hand finish through the contact.
Yeah, in a position where not much was happening, I really like the fact that she just recognised that and found some space. And that was a really nice touch around the rim too. Really nice ball movement there from Stack. Raffle attack. Nice swarming defence though. That was a really good defensive position from Rangiora.
It's a great position from Rangiora. They need more of those.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great find there.
Want to give that up earlier probably, but they find a shooter. Abby Prattley, no good.
Oh,
Hadley James on the O board.
great hustle there from James.
So Rangiora close this gap to 10, and they force another turnover for Stack. Sam just signaling for his team to calm. Ashlyn Reed
Ashlyn
with
Reed
the
with a
spin
nice-
cycle.
Nice spin, left hand finish.
This is exactly what Rangiora. Sam Watkins very animated,
very
on, the
animated
sideline
on the
there.
sideline. Yeah. This is a great patch here from Rangiora. You know, they started off badly.
And this is exactly what the final needs to be, right?
Competitive. Yeah, we want to see competitive basketball here.
1000% nice ball reversal there to find a shooter in the corner. Stack answer with a triple of their own and keep the lead at 11.
And then they throw the ball away, sorry.
So Rangiora
Bench.
just a little bit frantic, and Stack are going to do something about this little run and sub back in the almighty Lauren Whitaker.
She didn't stay on the bench too long. I think she had like a 2-minute rest there, and she was straight back out there.
I mean, it's a really great answer to a run, right?
Yeah, a bit of a travel there from Molly Morrow. Just in that little hop step. You see a lot of players do that these days.
Her sister likes that one too.
Yeah, before they shoot the ball. A little hop step.
Yeah, it's a killer.
The refs are letting people get away with the hop step and then shooting it. It's when you hop step, put it on the floor.
Yeah. You move your pivot foot, right?
Yeah.
Just a backcourt foul there from Raph, applying some pressure. Abby does a really good job to get through it, but just a little bit of a hip check there. Obviously not allowing too much of that kind of contact so far.
Yeah, no. I think that was a good call from Tony. Obviously the senior ref out of these three, as she does NBL Tauihi League games and across the country. So this is the matchup you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I thought Lauren did a good job there.
Obviously Lauren's got a bit of an edge considering she's a bit bigger and
yeah.
stronger, but Ashlyn must have heard me.
Ashlyn
That's
Reen.
a 3.
Yeah. Hashelin Reen.
So lead is down to 8 now for Stack.
It was a good patch here from Rangiora to end the quarter.
Yeah, considering they were struggling to score in this first part of the quarter, it's great to see they've up to 14 now.
And I like the way that they're just being competitive on defense. You know, they're not giving up. As we see, a good stop and a great leak out here from Latham. Tough.
That was a really nice find in transition there, and Rangiora thrive in transition. They have for years and years. They just love to run, especially off of forced defensive turnovers.
Just forced Coach Adam Morgan here to take a timeout, regather the troops. Good patch here. I think Rangiora's won this last 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're Adam, what are you telling your team right now?
Just to settle, run through their sets. Obviously, Lauren's back out there, so we want to get her touching the ball at least once in the possession. Well, she needs to touch the ball in the possession, and just to relax. You know, they're just overcommitting, and you know that they're doing a great job. Rangiora's done a great job. In the last 3-4 minutes, so getting back in the game and just being real gritty, really.
Absolutely, and I think St Andrews have had a pretty cruisy year so far in terms of this Whelan competition. They haven't really come up a lot against a lot of pressure like that, so obviously Adam just wanted to regain their composure, but again they still have an 8-point lead and they still obviously have a lot of game control.
Yeah, like if you're Sam, you're happy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Making a few shots.
Especially considering it didn't look too hopeful at the beginning. They got down big already and were really struggling to score. I mean, they had 5 points with 5 minutes to go and now they're back up to 14.
Yeah, I honestly think the key for Rangiora is Ashlyn Reen.
Absolutely.
She needs to, like Lauren Whitaker for Stack, Ashlyn Reen needs to touch the ball every possession. Yeah.
Although Stack have done a really good job placing Lauren Whitaker on her.
Yeah.
And as Ashlyn drives, there's just bodies everywhere, and that makes it really difficult for her. But she's handled it really, really well so far, and it's cool to see some of these role players also step up with the likes of Kyra at the line now. Yeah,
no, for sure. You know that, and we always talk about, your stars. They're going to get theirs.
Absolutely.
It's the help. Who's going to help you?
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't have said it better myself, Josh.
Yeah, Ash and Lauren, they're going to get theirs. Your Cavani Lenny's. Who are the others?
Supporting cast.
Yeah, for sure, and that's the key. And then I think Adam's gone back to Ophelia running the point. Yes. A little bit of a zone here by Rangiora. 2-3, I see. Bit of disruptive.
Yeah, that's I like that strategy from Sam. Wondering if he's going to stay in that or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's given Stack only 12 seconds to work with now. Bit of a waste of position to begin with.
Yeah, just kind of lost a little bit here.
Molly Morrow just attacking that seam really nicely.
Great.
Can't get the finish to go, but I mean, what can you do about that, right? Like, she's just so much bigger and stronger.
Yeah. You have to do your work early, right?
Absolutely. Like
someone that size, you got to try your hardest just to hit them early. You can't let her just get that downhill then get a rebound.
And even if you can't box her out, just push her into a non-threatening position away from where the rebound is going. I like that attack from Molly Morrow, though, just ripping and attacking the seams there, and Lauren just there to clear up.
Yeah, not settling for the three. You know, so it happens in a 2-3 sometimes, right?
So
on
easy.
offense, so easy just to just shoot the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ashlyn Reen wanting to pull it. I think she's just going to do that. She's going to find any inch of space because she is the team's best scorer. She's just looking for those kind of shots. And it's not a terrible shot, to be fair. She's not closing all the way out. You're not super mad about that.
Yeah, I think that when you think about it, if Lauren Whitaker closes out a little bit too close, Ashlyn's probably just a little bit quicker off the first step.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. As you see Kiki try a miracle pass there to Molly Morrow. I believe that was cutting baseline. Just
classic Kiki.
Yeah.
Remember this year in our Checkers team, she got plays of the week because she threw a behind the head pass to Maddie in the corner. It was epic, but it was just so classic Kiki, like just crazy miracle plays like that.
Didn't she give up a layup straight after that play?
Pretty sure,
I think that was against us.
Yeah, we didn't include that one in the plays of the week. Molly Morrow, no good, but again, Lauren just cleaning out the O boards at the moment, giving her team second chance positions, and they will capitalise.
Yeah, there you go, second chance points there. That's just off the work of Lauren Whitaker, right? Yeah.
We've got 14 seconds left here, looking for a single possession. Rangiora really need to get a bucket here to end the quarter strong. Nice spin move there, but just can't get the touch with the left hand, unfortunately. Rangiora do a good job there, getting back and not allowing anything in trans. Into the first quarter, St Andrews 27, Rangiora 15. We'll be back after a quick break.
At Lincoln, we seek to ensure that future generations can grow and thrive. That means providing a world-class learning environment to grow fresh solutions to real-world problems, including using the world's resources wisely and sustainably. Come to Lincoln University, a place to grow.
What turnovers they have? All right, welcome back, fans at home, to the Lincoln University Whelan Division 1 final. St Andrews College have a 12-point lead at the end of that first quarter. Josh, what were your thoughts on that quarter?
Like Stack came out firing as we thought they would. You know, they had the better of the 5 minutes, but I did like the fight back from Rangiora in the second half of that first quarter. You know, Ashlyn Reen got on the rim, few layups, hit a three, but you know, when Kyra Latham came out and, you know, was a bit of a spark plug on both offense and defense, you know, they really closed that quarter. So it was even, but then Stack there, the back end of that last minute was pretty good too.
And I mean, we were looking at this at quarter time. Lauren Whitaker, 15 points, 6 rebounds and 3 steals in a singular quarter. She's a class act.
She's keeping pace with Rangiora here, as Rangiora have 15 points. To start, you know, the game, and I do like the Ashlyn Reen on her.
Absolutely, I think it's their best option at the moment. It seems to be.
Yeah, they ought to come out of that zone and go back to the man.
This is also a really cool matchup. Emma Lofhagen versus Ophelia Powell, two really gritty guards. Nice find there, but just a little bit of a fumble, and Rangiora will get a possession. Yeah,
I think Woody just needs to just settle a little bit. She can, you know, plant herself, take that layup.
Absolutely.
You know,
I like that she's being really versatile in the fact that she's also looking to give you know, her teammates the ball. Obviously, Rangiora very focused on her. So being able to find open dishes like that to Kiki. You can't be too mad about that.
No, that little cross screen that they ran in their first possession, Rangiora need to be switched on to that one.
Absolutely. Ball going back to Ashlyn Reen, and she just rips Kiki off the drive. Can't get the finish though.
I think for Stack defensively, that's a better matchup. Having Kiki, who's athletic, strong.
Conserve a little bit of energy for Lauren Whitaker as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Really nice find there from Kiki. And Ophelia again driving kick. Really basic stuff here, but yeah, we're going to see a 3 seconds in the key there.
Yeah.
Ophelia just needed to get in and out of space quickly, but I like that Stack offense. Really simple, fundamental. Dribble, drive.
Yeah, they're keeping the advantage, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. They don't even need to run anything, right? Like just penetrate, kick. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ophelia just didn't get, but she's earned it back.
Yep.
And she'll get something cheap in transition here.
Yeah, that's her, one of her MOs. The old, you beat me, but I'm going to wrap the
cheeky back tip. I think influenced by her former teammate Nicole Gleason at Checkers.
Oh yeah, I just hate that.
But again, she's active again in the backcourt, getting tips.
Yeah. No, she's doing a good job at being disruptive defensively. And there's
Overboard somehow.
there from Pratley, I believe.
So Rangiora up to 6 turnovers now in the game. Again, want to minimalise those. They started slowing them down at the end of that first quarter there, but you can't be giving Stack extra positions.
No, and that's been the issue here with Rangiora. Like Sam has said, like scoring has been their biggest problem, right?
Absolutely, and that's not an issue for Stack.
No, they have lots of scorers, and Rangiora do have capabilities to put the ball in the hoop, but they're just not consistent enough, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like Stack do have more firepower and offensive ability than Rangiora do, so they have a lot more outlets they can go to if they need someone to score.
And when you think of Rangiora, you really think of Ashlyn Reen, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And great. In saying that, great rip and go there from Pratley, and finding, I believe that's McDonald there for the lay.
Well, like you said, like the supporting crew is just as important, right? Yeah. That was really, really nice. Little shallow cut off a drive. You like that?
Force the help.
The classic Davo that the St. Andrews College team run to get a shooter wide open. 5 seconds to work with. Ophelia, to no surprise, will take it to the rack.
And it's great defense there from Jagger there, just walling up.
It's exactly what you need to do on Ophelia. Like, she's just going to go downhill on you. You just got to wall up. Ashlyn, spin cycle and a really nice finish.
She's very good at feeling the contact and spinning, and she has the ability to finish with both hands. Oh, that's a great defense there by Loughagan.
To be fair, though, they have called those kind of calls all game. Like they've set the precedent early that kind of hip check is not allowed in the backcourt. So that's a consistent call for today. Sam Watkins obviously really unhappy with that call.
He's going to be animated no matter what, whether it's good or bad. 2
very animated coaches we have in this matchup today. Also flatmates, Josh.
I know.
It's going to be an awkward car ride.
Oh, great defense there from Ashlyn Reen with the block, which ignites the fast break there from Loughagan. Tough finish.
That is an epic finish.
Through the contact. And the referee did a great job of walling up. It's just, that was tough.
Finding a shooter in the corner. Neve Chamberlain makes them pay.
Yeah, that is punishing, right? You do all these good things, force them into something tough, and then you give away a wide open.
Got to play both ends of the floor, Josh.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Stack up 11 with just over 3 minutes passed in the second quarter. This has definitely been the most competitive that Rangiora have been with Stack all year, though. So this is a great ball game so far.
I believe I was at the first game when they played at Stack, and it was actually Lauren Whitaker's first game back from her ACL.
True.
And she...
Not sure what happened there on the fast break.
Fluffed the layup there a little bit. Oh...
Man, if you're Rangiora, you want to capitalise on that opportunity, right? Like you've just stopped an incredible scorer and you have a 3-on-2 advantage in trans. You just give away something cheap like that. Considering they really struggle to score, you really want to get that going. And we'll just see substitutions come in. I just got tapped on the back then, so I have no idea who went in, unfortunately. But
I think McDonald came out and... Latham
Latham
came in. I love this energy from Lochhagen. She's just a menace on
She
defense.
is. She'll do that for 40 minutes. Like the defensive pressure she's applying, she's not allowing Stack really to get into their offense.
No.
Like
This
she has
is a
to
great
force up a
job there.
contested shot with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. You can be super happy with that. Lauren just shadowing the ball wherever Ashland goes and
Big.
pays for it.
Abigail Pratley with the 3. You know, and this is what Rangiora needs. They need to make shots. Yeah, like that's a foul. They call the first one. They're going to definitely call that one. She's just leaning in too much there. She doesn't have to take the force.
Doesn't have to initiate that contact, right? Like take the chest bump as it comes to you, but you don't need to seek it out. Especially
for sure.
just got called for that one, so you really want to adjust to those. Because Sam for sure doesn't want to put her on the bench right now.
No, and she's initiating the pressure defense right at the top of the key with the point guard. They're not getting easy passes.
100%. They're already struggling with that pressure.
Yeah, Stack just kind of going a little isolated
that
there.
is lovely. So Lauren slowed down a little bit in this quarter, but her teammates have done a really good job at also holding down the fort.
Yeah, but you know, even though Lauren isn't scoring, she's still getting rebounds and creating second and third chances.
Absolutely. She's a presence nonetheless, no matter what. Ashland's going to take it to her. Faces a lot of contact and turns the ball over.
Yeah, interesting that call. Like they're calling that one in the front court, right? And then on the drive, they're letting it go. So there's kind of 2 different ways they're riffing that body contact.
I think it's so much more obvious in the backcourt when it's just one-on-one and she's sticking out that contact. But you could argue it's the same way for Ashland driving into bodies like that. It's gonna tip Rangiora over to 11 turnovers.
And there we go.
What can you do about that?
Yeah, she's corrected the wrong there. Just took her time a little bit. You know, when she's scoring 10 points in a Tauahi League game against Amir Thomas, who's front runner for MVP, and then you have Penina Davison, who's still worth Tolfern. Yeah, you're up against it.
Yep, absolutely. And we'll see a timeout taken here by Sam Watkins. Just over 5 minutes past in the second quarter. Stack have a 10-point lead, but it's been pretty competitive. Like, I think the score isn't necessarily super reflective of this game right now. I don't feel like Stack's in total control.
No, like for sure. I think Rangiora, are up in this quarter 9-7. So, you know, that they're really pushing back and making them work for it. You know, that's what championship games all about. You know, even though you may not be the favorite or you're the underdog, you just got to make things difficult and just be disruptive. And I think Rangiora are doing a great job at that. They're just being niggly.
Absolutely, and like that's what they do best, right? Like that is their brand they've had for so many years. And the fact that they apply a lot of defensive pressure and they just love to go and trans off of that.
Yeah.
They don't really like walk-ups. They don't have a lot of offensive sets. They don't have a lot of offensive firepower like Stack do, but they're gritty and they make it really difficult. And they cause a lot of turnovers in which they go in trans.
Yeah, for sure. And they need to make shots. And as we see here, the fan base for Charlotte Seddon, Kavana and Woody.
It's really impressive lettering, actually.
Yeah. This Stacey is Kavana Lenny's mother. So, and there's a few Stack boys at the back there. So, a lot of support here. And if you are watching at home and you want to come down, I suggest you come down.
I suggest you come down now as well before the seats start to absolutely fill up and you're sitting in a really crap seat all night.
We're lucky we get this seat.
Can't complain. Free seat, free food.
Yep,
pretty good life, isn't it, Josh?
Oh, it is. And we get to watch some high-quality basketball.
And we get to sit here and talk some smack.
Yep.
That's probably my most favourite part about the night, actually. So Abby Pratley tasked with guarding Ophelia Powell. Not the easiest thing in this league to do.
No, and Hannah Jaggers just got the Lauren Whitaker one, and there's a bit of confusion there. Were we switching? Were we not?
You want to communicate that. You can't let O get downhill and nice little right-hand floater from front of the bucket right there. It's exactly what she wants.
Oh, good cut. Just couldn't catch the ball there, and then just gave the ball to Kiki.
Kiki just going in turbo mode. Can't get the finish on her left hand, but another offensive rebound finds another position for Stack. And another offensive rebound.
Yeah. They're dominating on those offensive rebounds. I believe they have over...
I think it'd be 11 now.
11? Yeah. It's too many offensive rebounds. Yeah.
I mean, that's almost what you want to give up in a game, right? Let alone a quarter and a half.
for sure.
So Stack,
Great cut.
not really doing a great job at covering those cutters. They're not bumping anything along the way. Rangiora have thrown the ball over a few times, but they've been able to get back cuts for free. Kiki just says, no, not today, sorry.
Yeah, that's your patented one Kiki highlight block.
Yep, she averages at least one a game of those.
Yeah.
Blocks it out the gym and acts like nothing happened.
No, I believe is that the right score?
I think
No, it's 20. It's 36-26.
36-26 is what we have on the scoreboard, which will be correct.
Yeah, and here comes Ashlyn Wren, checks back in the game. Quick break.
She will not have a lot of minutes on the bench today, Josh.
There's Lauren Whitaker. I don't think Lauren Whitaker will have a lot of minutes off the bench either. Ooh.
Offensive foul call on Lauren
Interesting.
Whitaker. Hannah Jagger takes it to the chest. That's not an easy one to take to the chest. That's got to hurt.
I'm definitely, if I'm playing in this game, I'm not taking 5 of those.
Absolutely. No, one's enough and I'm
one's
done.
enough, yep.
Rangiora have done a really good job this quarter at slowing down Stack's scoring. I mean, to keep Stack to 36 and a half.
Yeah, that's
really
great.
impressive. Yeah.
They just need to fix it up here on the offensive end, right? Too
Absolutely.
many turnovers as we get probably another one. No, they keep the ball, but they're just turning the ball over at a high rate, which is not what you want. Up to 14 already in the first half.
That's again, like I said about offensive rebounds, you want 14 turnovers in a game, not a half. Lucky.
I like the rub screens and the back cuts that Rangiora run. They create a lot of great opportunities for getting wide open shots.
Yeah, they're super active off the ball. Like we see, run that up screen for Ash to get on her right hand and rip.
Yeah.
Nice swarming defense there. Had to get that one up.
It's great defense here from St. Andrews, and it's another soft turnover.
How many turnovers is St. Andrews College up to now?
They're up to 9. That's a little bit too much as well for a half.
I mean, that's typical of a final, right? Like both teams are applying a lot of pressure. There's nerves, and it's a competitive game. You kind of expect that, but you definitely want to clean it up. Ash just trying to force it down low there. Probably want to move the ball a little bit more before we try to go downhill there, because you're just penetrating into some still defense, which is always hard to work out of.
She needs to maybe off the reversal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she'll find a better opportunity there. She can beat a lot of people off the dribble as well, but in that case, everyone is paying attention to her, and there's just swarming bodies down low.
Like, that's a better drive
absolutely.
right there, right?
Oh, wow. Lauren Whitaker said, hell no.
No, she said, you're not coming down here.
Straight face and all. Yep. Man, you best believe if I did that, I'd be saying some pretty ratchet stuff to the...
I think this is a good timeout here from our Coach Adam Morgan, just to settle down. They've had a couple bad offensive sets, a few turnovers there, and things that they don't want to do in their half court. They've kind of gone away from what they did in the early parts of the game.
Absolutely. I'm imagining he's going to be drawing up something here to try and get a bucket on the board just to solidify that lead a little bit more. Can imagine the ball possibly is going to go to Lauren Whitaker. Yep. She's slowed down a little bit, but you can really just trust ball in hand. You can trust she's going to be able to score.
Yeah, no, for sure. She's the focal point really for what Stack do. 15. I believe she has 17 points and 9 rebounds going into halftime, and we still have 2:20 to go. And
I'd be happy to have that at the end of the game.
Yeah, same. But Rangiora just doing a great job at sticking around. Defensively being disruptive. Just they're turning the ball over too much. 15 turnovers and a half, and I think they're just trying too hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I can imagine Adam, he's a high caliber coach and he's been here multiple times before, so he'll have the ability to calm his girls down and kind of pull their heads back in just a little bit.
Yeah, I really didn't mind that time out there. We kind of needed to just relax a little bit.
Tough contested floater there.
Yeah, James with the little floater.
Lauren obviously cleaning up the boards as per usual, and Stack look to slow down here and get into their offensive set. But I'm sure coach has just drawn up. And that's a really good defensive effort there.
It's a great stop there.
Hannah Lawler
Yeah.
Not quite undersized, but manages to stay in front and contest that.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Adam drew up.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Lauren there, take an extra dribble, get to the rack.
Get to the rim.
Yeah, she's not going to be able to guard you from just in front of the hoop.
I believe that was called a block.
Right.
Yeah,
I did think that Lauren wouldn't.
Airball that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that too.
And we
8
see
seconds.
Ash now back on her.
Ooh, that was close.
I did think she went out of bounds there, actually. Stack going to have to force something up here. Just can't get it to go early enough, even though the team was counting down, and Rangiora will get a position now.
Yeah. We can go into halftime here, single figures, tails up a little bit.
Absolutely.
How are you feeling if you're Rangiora?
I'm stoked. Considering they've had such a big deficit against this team all year, they'll come into this game, obviously not feeling super confident, but to keep Stack to 36 and also be really, really competitive, you've got to be happy with that.
They're kind of cutting and getting in the way of each other. Like that last possession there, I think it was Kyra cut into the lane where Ashreen was probably going to look to post up and had to kick it out.
I think that comes when you play a really free style of basketball.
Yeah.
Is that when you don't have a lot of structure in terms of your movement, people tend to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They play a lot off instinct, which obviously has worked really well for them. But sometimes, you tend to run into each other because you don't have any rules and no one knows who's cutting when. And then sometimes you've got two people in the key at the same time. Yeah,
that's where you're having a good offensive set, right? And rules. You see Molly Morrow here hasn't taken a shot for a while, and
Ruby Bainan clearing up the offensive boards.
Just a cheeky little dive in there, get a rebound and a foul.
Yeah, Stack have been super active on the offensive boards. They're creating second chance opportunities for themselves up to 12 now, I think. Yeah. And second chance points at 14.
14, yeah. See, those are big stats, right? 14 second chance points and 11 points off turnovers.
I mean, you take those away, and they actually haven't got a lot in the back court, in the front court. Sorry. Good from the free throw line there. Ruby Bainan puts Stack up to 12 now with just over a minute to go in this quarter. Nice little blur action there.
Yeah, no, I like that. Little DHO in the middle of the court, trying to get Ashlyn Ring downhill.
I mean, that's perfect, right? And it worked perfectly well. Got a defender at a disadvantage where they felt like they had to foul.
Yeah, no, for sure. There was a good wrinkle in there just to get her as a trail.
Nice defensive pressure there from Charlotte, not allowing Rangiora to get into the offense. Abby Prattley, nice take. It's our third block we've seen in the last few minutes here.
Kiki, Ophelia there, and the big one from Lauren Whitaker. And then down the other end, Ashlyn Marine had a nice wee block there.
Got some athletes in the building.
Yeah.
And we're going to see that down screen again for Ashlyn. Well defended by Kiki. And that's just tough. You can't get anything
defense,
to go.
Look at that outlet pass there.
Yeah, that's exactly what Stack needs to do, right? And Kiki just out of control there. He had an opportunity to score and just give the ball away. It's exactly what Rangiora want right now, and that's how they're staying in this ball game.
Oh, great pump fake. Great little pump fake there from Hannah Jagger to get both Kavana and Ophelia to bite on it, to draw the foul. I think the bonus.
Yeah, Hannah Jagger can go to the line and chip away and make it a 10-point lead before halftime. 2
free throws. Yeah, these are important, right? We saw in the first game before us, he split the free throws. Could have won there and went into not have the overtime.
He can make or break a game.
And she unsuccessful for both. Kavana Lenny
could go for a 2-for-1 here, but looks like they're going to slow the ball. Nice find. Ophelia, no surprises here. Wow, that's a tough finish.
Yeah, that's good defense there from Prattley. Just better offense, right?
Absolutely.
Absorbing the contact.
Stack got 14 now. Rangiora seeking out a bucket before the half. And no good on that one. Can they get a final bucket?
No.
Can't get it off in time,
Didn't get
unfortunately.
off in time, no. I thought there was a good shot there from Ashland Range. She's wide open. Just unfortunate there. Like Rangiora just stayed on 26 for too long there.
Absolutely, but a good game going into half-time. St Andrews College 40 and Rangiora 26. Not a terrible contest so far.
No.
We'll have a little break and we'll be back for the second half. Get some food.
At Lincoln, we seek to ensure that future generations can grow and thrive. That means providing a world-class learning environment to grow fresh solutions to real-world problems, including using the world's resources wisely and sustainably. Come to Lincoln University, a place to grow.
All right, welcome back everybody at home to the second half of the Lincoln University Whelan Division 1 final. St Andrews College have a not comfortable but pretty good 14-point lead Today I'm joined with my co-commentator here, Josh Thompson. Josh, thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I thought Stack dominated the first 5 minutes of the game and built that lead. But I actually think Rangiora has had the best of them in the last 15. They just struggled to score a little bit. Kind of shored up their defensive mistakes that they had in the first half. But, you know, Lauren Whitaker, 17 and 14 in the first half. On track for 30.
Absolutely. She's hunting out
30.
She's hunting out that MVP award at the end of the night. And Stack, 27 at the end of the first quarter and only 40 at half time, so only 13 in that second quarter there, which is quite unlike them as a team, really high prowess offensively. So Rangiora did a really good job to slow down their offensive scoring.
Yeah, I think that must be Stack's lowest point scoring quarter of the season, 11?
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
No, Rangiora did a good job at defending their actions, and then great find.
Absolutely, that's a really nice find. Can't get it to go, but you're not unhappy with that. Lauren draws two defenders and just able to kick out from that spot. Nice little step through there from Abby Prattley, the fundamentals.
Great move there. Took the contact from Rafferty. Raff did a good job of warming up. Just nice wee step through there. And
Stack really hunting out a bucket here. They need to put something on the board. Kiki does just that with a triple.
Yeah.
Very pretty jump shot.
She has really worked on her outside shooting over the last, 18 months, I would say, and shows there and drive there by James. Just tough finish. And
nice find by Ophelia to Kiki, but swarming defense there from Hadley disallows that.
yeah, it's great. A lot quicker start than what we've seen here. Just a little bit too much on that outlet pass from Kiki.
Just back-to-back turnovers there. Both teams really high turnover rates so far today, which has disallowed some cheap points they could have earned in trans.
Yeah, Stack up to 12 and Rangiora was 16, so quite a high turnover game here in the final. You'd think the nerves would definitely be gone by now.
And unforced errors as well. Like that was just as a off-target pass in trans.
Yeah, it's just no pressure, and Lauren Whitaker is called for the foul. And
I think that might be 3.
3? Yeah, I believe it is 3. Yeah, we have our bench holding up the third foul for Lauren Whitaker.
That's a vulnerable side that Lauren does have. She does tend to get in foul trouble because she is so physical, and refs tend to target her for being down low in the paint so much.
That's a great steal there from Ophelia, and then
Twin telepathy on the trans right there.
Ooh.
Man, it's a physical game today.
A couple more turnovers from both teams. Someone just needs to please put a shot up.
Someone put the ball in the hoop and I'll be happy.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, Hadley. She heard me.
Yeah.
She heard me.
That's huge. Big shot there from Hadley James in the corner.
So not only are Rangiora getting stops, but now they're converting too.
Yeah, they really need to convert and punish those mistakes. And
Kiki looking to get another one. The bank is open.
Stack loved that little Iverson cut there and get Kiki on the wing, whether she can rip and go or, you play off her. She's shown that she's a good shooter.
And that was an empty corner there, right? She could have ripped and gone and had it for days. Ashlyn Reen looking to put a sin cycle on. And again, we just see a nice little off-ball cut there from Rangiora. We've seen a few of those so far.
Stack just being a little casual in the inbounds there. Great defense there from Ashlyn Reen. Great cut there from Kiki. Just can't convert.
Kiki's not had a lot of luck tonight around the rim. Usually a really nice touch, especially with bunnies like that. Just can't get it to go today, but you're not overly mad with that kind of look to allow a back cut from Kiki, who's really athletic and typically a good finisher. Neve Chamberlain back in the ball game. Almost turns the ball over immediately. Kiki, I'm not sure.
Casual. What was happening there?
I don't think she realised that there was only 4 seconds left by the time she picked it up.
That's super casual guy, just watching the ball. When she picks it up the first time, there's 8 seconds instead of 4.
Adam Morgan's going to sub her out the ball game. She'll just need a couple minutes to kind of recollect herself a little bit.
Looking a little bit tired.
13-point lead here still for Stack. 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Yeah.
Ashland super active down there, just picks it over the top of Neve Chamberlain.
That's a great active, she got the ball deep in the paint, didn't force it, kicked it out, had great offensive rebound position, and then
she can really do it all, right? Like she penetrated, draw two, kick out, then gets the O-board.
Yeah.
She's clearly the main part of the offense.
I think this is a big key for Rangiora here with Lauren Whitaker on the bench. Shout out to Charlotte if she's watching. On the bench to just try and get offensive rebounds and those little easy baskets that they just don't seem to be making right now.
Absolutely.
That's 3 opportunities there that we could have kept, single figures.
Absolutely. 13-point lead here for Stack. Nice ball reversal. Ophelia choosing to go downhill on her left hand. That's a really nice finish.
Yeah, tough finish through the contact. They like that ball reversal with the top and then the little middle on ball, wing on ball, sorry.
Ophelia, a really good person to have coming off of a screen too. The fact that she can reject like that, like you can't be giving away baseline off a screen.
No. We talk about that in our practices with the Poakai, right? Locking off. Forcing them into the screen. Yeah.
Ash Range had oh goodness me. I'm nervous. She had an unsuccessful trip to the line previously, so obviously looking to mend that here. Got to make them count for the charity stripe, and she does just that.
Yeah, generally a good free throw shooter, right? It's surprising. She goes 0 for 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't see her do that very often.
No.
And she remedies that with 2 from 2. 48-34 is the score. 48-35 is the score. And we're going to see Kiki get back into the ball game now. I'm sure she's had some time to clear her head a little bit.
Yeah, I really think Stack just need to run through their offense. That's what they're good at, right?
Be patient.
You
Don't
be patient.
Force anything.
They can get. Here's their little wing on ball for Powell and Morrow. Morrow generally a good 3-point shooter, so she's looking to pop.
Emma Loffhagen back on to make Ophelia's life difficult. It's defensive pressure.
Yeah. Just that. Out of whack there. They just need someone to attack the rim.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, just slight intermission there.
Yeah, we're just getting visitors from all over. Yeah.
Our fans, gosh.
They just need to capitalize on these turnovers. And Lauren was out there and they didn't really score, so
I think the Stack are also so accustomed to Lauren scoring a lot of their points. They're probably really struggling when they are seeing that Lauren is not doing the work for them and they're not really getting anything else going outside of that. Very nice. That's perfect, right?
That's a great move.
Have ball movement, a paint touch, a kick out, and then you get a penetration off of that. Didn't get to go, but that's the kind of offense that Stack need to run right now.
She may have had someone cutting, but that you live with those because she can make those types of shots, right?
Just an unforced error there. Rangiora again turning the ball over. So like we said, Josh, that's been, I think, their main problem all season is just the lack of ability to score.
Yeah.
They had an ample opportunity and they're just throwing away a silly pass like that, wastes an opportunity. Still had about 16 seconds on the shot clock as well.
Yeah. Ashland's cutting to the hoop and we're throwing a cross-court pass to when she's meant to be in the corner.
Trying to be a little more patient. Yeah, really nice kick out there. Kavana, she's back, baby. She is back.
Yeah, Kavana Lenny's really stepped up here in the third quarter for St. Andrews, and that's the firepower we talk about, right?
And then her playing defense as well. Stack, the urgency has seemed to come back here. Lauren asking for it. Ref can't deliver, but finds Alice Sharp on the 3-point line. Boom!
Alice Sharp, And it's the others there for Stack, right? The Ella
Absolutely.
Sharps. You know, I think Charlotte Seddon's hit 1-3.
Neves hit one.
Neves hit one. So they've had others that just have hit shots, and too many empty trips here for Rangiora, right?
Yeah, with that triple there, Stack out to a 19-point lead. Just a sense of urgency now as we get an and one from Ella Sharp out in trans. And Sam Watkins, to no surprise,
Yes, she'll be
calling a
taking the
timeout
timeout.
there.
Yeah. Smart, you know, they're on their little run and need to stop the momentum, but, you know, St. Andrews are showing their class, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this has kind of been the matchup that we've seen so far this year. Stack just absolutely dominating it now. 21-point lead, and just these last few minutes we've just seen another sense of urgency compared to the complacent approach they took at the start of the quarter, and it's obviously earned them a 20-point lead now.
Yeah, for sure. Like Kavana Lenny's up to 12 points now. Amazingly enough, she's 4 or 5 from the 3-point line. So,
Is she?
Yeah.
Man.
So she's shooting the ball really well, and you know, 8 for 20, 40%. You'd live with that in 3 quarters of basketball. And looking at Rangiora's stats, it's the turnovers really jump out on the page. You know, 20 turnovers. And
It is screaming at me. 20 turnovers.
And to go with 15 offensive rebounds for St. Andrews is...
Seems like the Parker game,
Yeah.
doesn't it, Josh?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Touchy subject, eh?
Yeah. Hey, we get to right that wrong on Friday, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think for Rangiora as well, it's turning the ball over, but it's also not converting down the offensive end.
Yeah.
Like, you're either turning the ball over on your possessions or you're not scoring. That's really hurting them. And Stack now have been able to convert the last few possessions, and that's why we've seen the lead stretch out to 20.
Yeah, you know, they've created more penetrate kick. You know, Kavana Lenny's in the corner there, and then the defensive rebound with the outlet to Ella Sharp, who finishes the and one on the break. And it's just been a clinic in this third quarter by St. Andrews.
This is the kind of St. Andrews we've seen all year.
Yeah.
But obviously Rangiora did a really good job in this first part of the game to kind of throw them out of whack. But in saying that, like, the game's never over till it's over.
No.
Rangiora still have the firepower and the ability to come back and make this a ball game. They just need to make some kind of adjustments and make them soon.
Yeah, I honestly, I like the way Rangiora have been playing. I've said that all year. I like the grittiness. And it's just their offensive end of the court, right? They can't put the ball in the hoop enough.
Absolutely, and I mean, that's a great take. Like, she penetrates and kicks opposite side corner. We've got an open three, but we just can't convert. Like, you know, it's hard to win games when you can't make things like that.
Like 3-4 minutes ago, we were talking about a 12-point game.
Yeah. Kiki will look for another one. Oh my goodness!
And she is feeling it tonight.
Heat check.
5 or 6 from 3. Kavana Lenny is chasing Lauren Whitaker for their MVP.
Swarming defense there. Ashlyn able to get the back cut off that.
I also think that's what makes St. Andrews so good, though, right? They start turning it up on defense.
Absolutely, and it's been there the whole game. Just they had a real sense of complacency at the start of the quarter. They didn't seem to want it very much. And now the urgency just feels like it's leveled up completely.
Yeah.
And that's a really difficult shot.
Yeah.
Can't really make that over Lauren Whitaker. Not many people can. No good on that there. And I think we're going to stay with St. Andrews here. Lucky miss for Rangiora there, referee in the transition.
Here's a question. If you're Kavana Lenny and you've hit 4 in a row, what are you doing?
Give me the ball, I'm going to shoot it. Give me the friggin' ball. Move out of the way and give me the ball.
I'm heat checking it.
I'm going in transition and
here she
shooting
goes.
it.
She has to shoot it.
Shoot the ball. Oh, foot's on the line. Foot was on the line, unfortunately, but still, it is hot in here.
Yeah, she is feeling, she is on fire. Like,
she held her hand up after that one as well. She's like, that's right.
She knew that was going in. Oh, great move there. Just, Lambert, I just feel like just a little bit in her shell sometimes, right?
Shoot it. Shoot it, Kiki.
Halfway.
At this point, it's viable.
Oh, great steal there from Ashlyn Reen.
And that's great. Like, you want that in trans, right? An undersized matchup. Ashland's going to finish that all day.
I'm attacking that matchup.
100%. Pass to Kiki. That's the game plan right now. Lauren Whitaker has completely calmed down in these last few quarters. Started off really hot, but hasn't had much luck since then.
Yeah, just rushing it a little bit there, right? And you know, she's just not taking her time. And sometimes when Lauren gets in those moods, right, it's quite hard to get her out of it. And I think, you know, taking her out, which is Adam's doing a good job, just reset for a minute, take her time.
Well, they haven't really needed her, right? Like, they've had other avenues of scoring. I mean, Kiki's shooting the heck out of the ball. O's taking it to the rack. Like, they've got other options, which is what makes them such a great team. As Harper McDonald converts her free throw there, 62-40. Can you get the second one to go? She cannot.
It's a great rebound there from Ruby Bynum. Boxing out the bigger. Oh, she.
Shoot it, Kiki!
I would have shot that. As soon as it touched my hands, it was going up.
I'm not even seeing my defender in front of me. Nice ball movement here from Stack, but again, that's just moving around the perimeter, right? Like, ball movement is great, but you've got to get paint touches, you've got to get downhill and find looks out of that. Can't just pass the ball around the perimeter.
And here we have young Mania Taifu checking into the game. Year 9, I believe.
She's an absolute star. She's year 9.
Year 9.
She's really, really talented. Still an under 13 player, Josh.
Still under 13s.
And one.
Ashlyn Reen. You know, bit of a Taiwan dig there.
If you didn't see it all over everybody's Instagram page, these boys went to Taiwan.
Finished third too, both boys and girls.
Felt like I finished third of how much tapping I had to do on everyone's Instagram.
And then obviously Lauren Whitaker and Ashlyn Reen were teammates for that trip, so.
Ophelia going now, asking for a ball screen. She just wants to cook. Nice ball reversal there, Mania. Yep, Stack just really struggling to get anything going there.
You know,
a lot of their senior players are on the bench at the moment.
Yeah, they got a bunch of young girls on the court right now, a little bit inexperienced. Oh, I just threw it straight.
Lucky with that one. Hey, you want to score out of this advantage though, right? No good on that floater there.
Could have got something a little bit better there, sorry. But I think Kavana Lenny owned that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, a dominant third quarter from the St Andrews side in specific. Kavana Lenny will see a 19-point lead for the St Andrews College team going to the fourth quarter. We'll be back after a short break for the final quarter of this ball game.
At Lincoln, we seek to ensure that future generations can grow and thrive. That means providing a world-class learning environment to grow fresh solutions to real-world problems, including using the world's resources wisely and sustainably. Come to Lincoln University, a place to grow.
Oh, we're not on. Yes, we are. Welcome back to the Lincoln University Whelan Trophy Final. We have St Andrews leading Rangiora 62-43, and big quarter there from Kavana Lenny in particular.
She shot the crap out of it.
Yep, she's shooting at, believe it or not, 5 of 6 on 3. Should be 6 of 7, but her foot was on the line.
Oh yeah.
So we might have to have a chat about that to her after the game, but 17 points, but the big one is Lauren Whitaker's, even though she hasn't scored for a while, she's dominated the ball. 18 rebounds.
Yeah, that's a big performance. It's an absolute clinic, and Rangiora going to have to make some adjustments both defensively but also offensively to cut at this lead a little bit and make it competitive for the rest of this game. Shoot it.
Yeah.
3 people on Lauren Whitaker. Yeah, that's just lovely basketball. Can't see Ruby Baden in the corner over there, but that's really nice basketball.
Little extra, which you love, those extras, right?
Emma Lofhagen, really nice step through on the left. Gets it to go, and a good start to the quarter for Rangiora.
Yeah, it's got Sam Watkins animated there on the bench, as you can see.
Offensive foul called. So Emma Lofhagen doing what she does best.
Yeah, she's adjusted to her earlier fouls in the first half, where she was using her body. Well, she was initiating contact, right?
Yeah.
So she did a good job there at staying away and letting Ophelia just use her forearm to throw her out the way.
Rangiora don't turn the ball over this time.
Oh, and Ashlyn Reen. Oh.
Kyra Latham just too easy. Cleans up the boards there.
Yeah, they just 4 quick points. Another stop here in a bucket. We could be in for a pretty decent finish, Maya.
Absolutely.
Another offensive foul. This time, another shot.
Look, as we can see, Sam Watkins absolutely ecstatic with the start of this quarter.
Yeah, he's fired up. You know, like we talked about, we have probably the 2 most animated coaches in Canterbury.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, funny enough, all of our staff for the Polkai are involved in this game somehow.
Wow. Wow, they're lucky.
Yeah.
Polkai don't know what they have, eh?
Oh, great cut from Ashlyn Reen.
This is not what I expected to start this quarter, if I'm going to be honest, Josh. Like 62-49 now. Stack scoreless while Rangiora 6 quick points.
Yeah, that's great start from Rangiora. They just need another stop here.
And Ophelia just cuts the run there with a nice little left-hand drive.
Yeah, I think Ophelia's done a great job at when Rangiora have got on little runs. She's just kind of quieting it down, just getting to the rim.
Absolutely.
Finishing with the left.
Nothing special either, just a nice little rip and go. And sometimes that's all you need, right? Is just to actually get some points on the board for your team and feel like you've regained a little bit of control. Yeah,
she's quietly just, doing about her business and creating things that have just settled her team.
Yeah, up to 12 points now, like we see. 5 of 11. She's done a really good job at getting to the rim. Hasn't really needed to a lot, but obviously, like you said, she's doing it when she needs to for her team to calm momentum a little bit.
Yeah, she's run the team well through their offense. They've managed to get through a lot of things. Here's the...
And we're going to see a foul call there. Yep, on the baseline.
So I believe that's on Hushelin? No?
Hushelin? No, number 2. That's Kyra Latham there with that one.
Just, as a player, when you wall up and it's because of the reach, it's so annoying.
Yeah, there's no better way to describe it.
Yeah, you can't say anything else about it.
Lauren just gets a seal there, and there she is. This is Lauren Whitaker that we know and love, eh?
Just took her time.
Yeah, dominant finish on the right hand. 66-49 now for St Andrews College. Goon just
needed that one.
Yeah, I mean, when you get an offensive rebound and you get a second chance point and you can't miss, and you miss a bunny like that, it's just really difficult for your team to be able to get anything.
There's great hustle here from Emma Lofhagen. She's created 3 opportunities. Yeah, you can't pass that.
She saw that coming from a mile away, right?
Yeah, those ones there against a taller player, you need to be smart, cutting through the lane.
Nice little patience here from Stack. Not forcing anything. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, the way Ophelia is playing, you think, she's going to settle them down. That could be them. You just can't capitalise. Great.
I think that's just been the tale today. Oh my goodness. That was an athletic finish.
Yeah, they take the physical contact and finish through the contact. That is tough to do. You can't learn that type of stuff. You can recreate it all you want, but in a game situation, that's a tough finish.
Yeah, Ophelia's got a really nice touch around the rim and really athletic. Not what you expect from a player of her stature. But really nice touch around the rim, and it's been again really helpful in these first few minutes of the quarter, just slowing down that momentum Rangiora came out with. So the momentum has definitely quieted down a lot here, Josh. Came out roaring, but it's slowed down a lot, and we'll see a timeout called. I believe that was Adam Morgan initiating that one.
They were just discussing it at the bench to say that Adam, probably a good timeout. Yeah, he's had 2 baskets from Ophelia down the stretch here, but like something I think it's really out of randomness, right? Her shots, and it's not real Pacific that we're running this, and which is fine, but you know, Rangiora they've missed bunnies too. A couple layups they've missed there. You could cut the lead to 12 maybe. But no, I've been really impressed with Ophelia for this game. She's kind of just been cool, calm head.
Yeah, and even when she hasn't been, getting those straight line drives, she's just been in control, leading the point for her team, distributing, setting up the offense. She's offering things that may not be on the stat sheet, but are still really valuable. Yeah, no, for sure. And Rangiora's tail of the tape. We're just going to go back to the turnovers, right? 24 turnovers. And a lot of unforced errors as well. There's not a stat on that, but a lot of them are unforced, which again makes it so much harder to score. They've got 50 points, which it's not terrible for them so far this season, and probably more than they've had against Stack so far this year. Yeah, so I feel like they've done a good job. They just struggle to put the ball in the hoop. Yeah,
like we said, 50
at the end of the day, that's basketball, right? Like, if you can't do that, you can't win ball games.
They generate enough shots. Like, that's a good shot.
Ophelia doing what she does best. She loves that, eh?
It's such a tough finish, Double pump.
I want to say Ophelia is one of the toughest finishers in her age group in New Zealand. I'll say that. Oh, yeah, for sure. She's definitely up there with Bailey Flavel. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Kind of a lull moment here for Rangiora, right?
Yeah, the energy has just been sucked out of the gym all of a sudden. Like, they came out roaring at the start of the quarter, and it's kind of just, like you said, lulled a little bit. Yeah. Those first 6 points, getting stops, and then they had other opportunities. Like, you see them at the rim there with Ashlyn Ring. We're going to count that as a pass.
Yeah.
And apparently, don't count as a shot attempt over here in the live stats, because that was a dime.
Oh, great find.
Talking of dimes.
Kiki, Rafferty just couldn't make it there. Ooh.
Going to see a foul in trans there. Kiki just a little bit overzealous with the hands there, but again, that's not a terrible foul. You know, like, Rangiora like to go in trans, so disallowing that and then making them sit up in the in the front court, which they don't actually like to do that much. No. Like, both teams at times have struggled in the half court, right? Just generating advantages. Absolutely. And it's a good thing to see, though, right? When you play someone 3 times in a year, you figure them out pretty quickly. Absolutely, and like, these girls have played each other for years as well. Yeah, like third year in the final. Yeah, absolutely. They've had different players, but generally some of them have still been here. And a lot of these girls have grown up together. Otherwise, playing reps or at their previous schools before high school. So, yeah, you learn a lot about players in Christchurch. But it's cool to see the teams play each other and then make adjustments based off of what they've seen so far. I think it's pretty cool. Sure. Cool opportunity to be able to do that. Like, I think we've been doing that in the Tauahi League, right? Absolutely, we're pretty much playing everyone for the 3rd time, and we're making adjustments. It's a tough finish from Ring. Yeah, that's really nice. Crosses back to her right hand and gets a finish high off the glass. Yeah. Contested as well. Yeah, she's a very good finisher at the rim. I think she's up to 20 now. Well, maybe 22 if it hasn't ticked over. But, yeah, she's been absolutely instrumental for this Rangiora team here today. Yeah. Nice kick out from Rafferty there. Shooter in the corner. And you just see Sam looking dejected over there. And, it's great initial defense. But Charlotte Seddon is a really good corner shooter. That's been her role this year for the St. Andrews team. And she's done it really, really well. Yeah, if she's got a 2K badge, she's got the corner 3 badge. Absolutely. Yeah. And it just fits so well with the St. Andrews side because they've got so much offensive firepower that can penetrate. Yeah. She's just a great 3 and D player. Yeah, she almost gets lost in their offense, right? They're like, ooh, Kavana Lenny's coming down, Ophelia Powell's coming down.
Oh, we've got to get double team Lauren Whitaker. Oh, Charlotte Seddon's in the corner.
Sidney's like, oh, cheers.
Thanks.
You want to leave me this open? All right.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Lauren gets blown for her fourth foul of the ball game. Obviously not too harmful for Stack now, as they've got a pretty comfortable lead. But that's going to be bonus. So 5-1 foul count this quarter.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it slowly crept up. I just think it's warranted because Rangiora has been the most aggressive in this quarter, and like we talked about the threes. I feel like Stack have kind of settled for a couple threes in this quarter, and they haven't been really attacking the rim. And whereas Rangiora just have had a mindset, no, I'm going to go to the rim. I'm going to go to the rim.
Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Good on the free throw there. Score is now 73-54 to St Andrews, with 4 and some change left to go in this ball game. So I'd say if adjustments aren't made
pretty quickly
and immensely, St Andrews probably getting their 4th championship in a row here tonight.
And I know it's a bit early to predict. Do you predict a Rangiora Stack South Island final?
There's not a whole lot of schools that come to my head that are going to compete with either of these teams.
Yep.
Turnover there, just dribbled off the foot or something. I couldn't quite see, unfortunately, but I think it'll get a possession here.
There's a big one. You get a score here and a stop and another score. The game becomes a little bit interesting, right?
And regardless of whether or not Rangiora are able to pull anything off or whatever, it's really cool to see that they've competed so well in this ball game and been able to stay in it. They've had 2 45-point losses to the St Andrews side, so to play like this and play your best game against them in the grand final, you've got to be happy with that.
Oh,
for Sam Watkins.
If I'm Sam Watkins, I'm taking a lot out of this game.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
And considering this team is supposedly one of the best teams in the country, being able to have this kind of performance against them, and you've got to be happy with that.
No, for sure. And they have dominant players there, as we see Lauren Whitaker, Kavana Lenny, Ophelia Powell, Molly Morrow, Neve Chamberlain, Raph and Charlotte Seddon.
We can go on and on, right? Yeah.
And we probably rated off 3 New Zealand players. Yeah. 4 New Zealand players in that group, and
I've got 2 New Zealand players in this group, 2 New Zealand reserves, and then almost half of them are Canterbury reps. So we haven't mentioned it, but it's been obvious the depth that St Andrews College have is probably the strongest thing they bring to the table. They have a lot of offensive firepower, but they've got girls they can bring off the bench that could easily start in another team.
Oh yeah, for sure. 17 bench points is huge in the contents of a game like this, right?
Absolutely, and Rangiora probably don't have that depth to match.
No.
Which has been really difficult for them.
Yeah, and then looking at the scoring, Ashton Reen with 20 points and no one even near close to double figures. I think Latham with 7 is the closest. So, and then you look at Stack, you have 21 from Lauren Whitaker, 17 from Kavana Lenny, 18 from Ophelia Powell, and that Charlotte Seddon 6 off the bench, Ella Sharp 6 off the bench. So it's been tough sledding, but I've been really impressed. That they could have just said, "Oh, we've been blown out. Let's just not play hard." But no, they played hard. Had good patches. I think for majority of the second quarter.
And then I think overall defensively, they've actually done a really good job. It's a really hard team to stop. Stack, like we've said, just rattled off some really impressive numbers from multiple girls. But the fact that they've been able to stay in this game defensively and keep up, it's just been the lack of scoring, right? We've said it so many times, but they just can't get much to go outside of Ashlyn Reen, and that's really hard when Ashlyn is being defended by people such as Lauren and Kiki. So to only be down 20 in that kind of position, I'd be happy with that if I'm Sam Watkins.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think Sam said in his pre-game interview he was pretty happy with the way that they played the second time, but the score just didn't reflect on how close it maybe was. For example, here, we're talking about a 19-point lead, but I feel like it's been a little bit closer at times. And Lauren Whitaker's on a bit of a triple-double watch. 7 steals.
Ooh, she's creeping up there, isn't she? Yep, 21-20. What is that?
No, the 5 turnovers.
Oh, I wasn't reading that one.
It's just the 7 steals, and you know.
That's a stat line that we expect of someone like Lauren Whitaker.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, we've seen her, you know, play pretty well in the Tauihi League, and then you come back to play high school basketball. You're
Nice,
you know.
really good job there, attracting the help defense. People swarm her when she's in the can. Just dishes off nice little floater there for Neve Chamberlain.
I really think that she's gotten better at sharing the ball.
Absolutely.